guys, and welcome back to Dad Reviews Stuff. It's been a long while since I did one of these reviews, so hopefully I get my point across in a manner we can all understand and enjoy. Before we start though, don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And without further ado, let's begin. Daemon X Machina is a game set in a dystopian future where Earth was literally torn apart when the moon partially collided with the Earth. The subsequent aftermath of this calamity has left a massive scar littered with fragments of the moon and a strange substance called femto. As a result of this substance, humanity has taken a sort of evolutionary leap, and those that have made that change are called Outers. Each have their own unique abilities and different styles, and those who failed to make that change sadly died from poisoning from the femto particles. As a result, the area in which the moon fell has been barriered off and dubbed the Oval Link. It was at this point the Immortals appeared, a race of AI that seem hell-bent on destroying humanity and to stop them from taking control of the areas within the Oval Link itself. In this new age, several large corporations fight over the resources and the territory of the Oval Link and seek Outers to fight for them in the venture, overseen by Orbital and its AI 4. And there's also a crazy ice cream bear. You, the main character, are an Outer that everyone infuriatingly refers to as the Rookie, a veritable unknown to all the other characters of the game, and thus your meteoric rise to being the top dog of the Oval Link begins. Now, Daemon X Machina is a pretty simple game. You pilot mechs called arsenals. The primary gameplay of the game takes place in this form, where you fly, glide and slide your way through battles, destroying any immortal or even Outer that gets in your way, with a wide variety of weapons and armor sets, each with their own unique characteristics that allow anyone to tailor their arsenal to an individual playstyle or look. The combat is fun, and I mean real fun. The controls are responsive and the action is really fast paced. Sometimes a bit too fast for me, and I do get disorientated easily, but once you get to grip with the controls, it's an incredibly rewarding game to play. The design and style of the game is very anime in concept and application. The character designs are what you'd expect from a mech franchise, wacky hair and even wackier personalities, and the landscape and colour palette make for a simplistic but gorgeous setting, and the same goes for the arsenals and their gear. The customization options for your Rookie are quite expansive. You can create an individual you in its own right, and each Outer can be further customized by cybernetic enhancements that increase your abilities in battle at the cost of losing that individuality. Basically, you end like Robocop. Now, the story is told in a combination of emails and dialogue between you, the AI-4, and the various Outers you encounter throughout your missions. The Outers themselves are divided into mercenary bands. First, you have Bullet Works. Basically, they are G.I. Joe, your friendly neighbourhood soldiers of fortune, out for the good of the world, under their commander, Brigadier General, or BG for short. Next is the Western Seven, the suicide squad of this little shindig. They're criminals working off their life sentences through combat and missions sent by the various corporations in Orbital. They're led by Reaper. Panzer Crown's an all-female squad, each titled like royalty, and a tad snooty like it as well, led by the deadly Guns Empress. The Steel Knights are two brothers, Devo and Zoa, out for fame, fortune and justice. The Five Hells are a group of upper-crust socialite types, fighting because it's their duty under their leader and, one would presume, messiah, saviour. Mortal Innocence is a family of Outers that have a seemingly shaky track record of dying during battle but then turning up later on, and they're led by Jack. And finally, the Enigmatic Terrors, led by Grief, a man of considerable skill in which he is acknowledged and feared by all of the above. Now, this is the strongest part of Daemon X Machina's story. The characters are diverse and unique in both design and personality. Each of them clearly has their own goals and motivations, and this is also a part where the developers failed to utilise them properly. I love the characters, but outside of the dialogue from battles, you barely get to know them. A lot of the information is just randomly dropped out about them. There's no build-up and no real gaining of their trust, and this is as a result of your protagonist being your typical strong and silent type. When you learn something about the characters, which sadly is very limited to some and a tad too much with others, they created people I genuinely was interested in. Learning more about them, but gave me no way to do so. And as a result, mild spoiler warning, when a character dies later on in the game, I was left feeling awkward, like I'd wandered into a stranger's funeral. It has all the elements of a great story, but it just falls that little bit short. Now, with the recent update, which introduced PvP, a new facet of gameplay has been unlocked, and with the varied array of weapons, you can bet you'll see a lot of originality and crazy builds. It's what I'd like to see. Unfortunately, the PvP, whilst great, and I do mean great, when you find unique players and people running stuff that's different, it is amazing fun. But, unfortunately, you run into the same free builds constantly. And as a result, if you're not using one of these builds, it can be really difficult to actually win, or experiment with new ideas. This is something I hope and expect to get balanced in later patches. I just hope the community lasts long enough for that to happen. Overall, the game delivers a great experience for hardcore and casual gamers alike. The style and combat are colourful, fast-paced, and the action sequences are exciting. But the story left me wanting for more. Just in-depth dialogue, character backgrounds, and there was just not enough ice cream. Seriously though, is the bear making the ice cream? Is it a computer interface? Is there a bear behind the computer interface? Why is there a bear? Why is there a bear and ice cream? I want to know. I hope it's a bear. Like a real bear. Just making ice cream. But yeah, it's a good game. I'd heavily recommend playing it to anyone, and the community, especially over on Reddit, is incredibly helpful, and they're working hard to try and basically build the game up, because that's the kind of heart of games like this. It's the people that play it, and if you use devotion, I hate you. So guys, that's the video, and I hope at least maybe encouraged some new players to play Daemon X Machina, give it a try. And for people that still play the game, thank you very much for continuing to support it on the internet, on here, and in general in the PvP, and hopefully we'll get something greater in the updates in the days to come. But before we end, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and catch us next time for my next video on Daemon X Machina or other games. Good night, guys.